So Chris Pratt is Mario, huh?
Yeah,
Everybody, welcome to Dinger City. I am Crit Nick, and of course, this is Tyler, aka Wonder Bear HD. You know us from playing Mario Superstar Baseball, but did you know that we love movies?
we do. We are big movie fans.
Except for me.
Hey, you like animated stuff, and the
I
movie we're
I
going to be
do.
talking about is very animated.
It is the Mario movie. It does not have an official title yet, but whatever. It's going to be something like that. Super Mario movie. And the Nintendo Direct for us just happened like less than 2 days ago. And we just wanted to talk about it with you guys so bad. Because it's
a gold mine for content, honestly.
it's a gold mine of the most interesting. It's so weird. I cannot believe it. So let's just dive into the cast right away.
Well, I think we should lead off with the main man himself, right?
Yeah, of course. So Mario is being played by the one and only. You know him. He's voiced Mario for years. It's Chris Pratt. What?
Star-Lord.
Who?
Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw.
Guys, move!
I forget this.
Yeah, so Mario, right? That's what I got from that video.
Yeah, that was like I don't know what happened with this casting at all. This feels so out of pocket to me. I'm not a big fan of Chris Pratt. I don't know much about him, but I thought he was fine in Guardians of the Galaxy. And what he's in like Parks and Rec or something. I don't like that show very much. So I don't know much about him personally. I'm sure you do though.
I love Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is probably in my like top 3 favorite actors in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
With Guardians of the Galaxy being like, my favorite Marvel movie ever made. Then I think Parks and Rec is one of the best sitcoms ever made. I think it's way better than The Office. At me in the comments if you want. That's not what this video's about. And since Parks and Rec, he was like a fat goober. And then he got shredded for Guardians. Guardians launched him into stardom. And now he's popping up in all kinds of things. He's in Jurassic World. He was in that
I saw him in Jurassic World.
He was in that weird sci-fi movie with Jennifer Lawrence called Passengers. It absolutely bombed. He was in the remake of The Magnificent Seven, which is like Western movie. So he's been dipping his toes into a lot of different things here. And now he is dipping his toes into the Mario Brothers
The world
franchise.
of voice acting. Has he voice acted before? Do you know?
He has. I know quite a big animated film. He voices Emmett in the Lego movie.
No way.
So if you're familiar with the Lego movie, the main character of that film is Chris Pratt. So that might be...
That's a good sign.
yeah, I think that obviously I don't think they were casting anybody here for their voice acting chops per se. They all aren't talented voice actors, maybe.
Right.
But it clearly was like, we know this guy is famous or girl, and this is like the vibe they give off, and we're just gonna assume that translates to an animated Mario movie. That's at least what the casting they chose told me.
Yeah, the cast is like all stars. I know everybody's name except for like one.
Yeah. So and I do think that you're a Japanese company making an American film. I think it's possible that with Chris Pratt they went, who is a big cool star right now in America? A few names were thrown out. Maybe they turned down The Rock to be Mario. And I think we landed on Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it's very. The rest of these, like honestly, this probably isn't even the strangest casting.
Absolutely not the strangest casting.
So let's move on to Peach. We're gonna go in the order that they were revealed in the direct. Peach is being played by Anya Taylor-Joy.
What do I do with this?
Is your match over?
Yes, I won.
That was fast.
What do I do with this?
Circle your name and drop it in the basket.
Who is, I don't know if she's best known for the Queen's Gambit.
She's absolutely best known for the Queen's Gambit.
Okay. I only watched one episode of the Queen's Gambit, and she's really not in that first episode, but I liked what I saw. You probably have way more to say on her.
Yes. I love the Queen's Gambit. It was my favorite television produced thing that year, 2020. I thought it was an excellent show. She proved to me she's one of the greatest actresses that is available today. You also might know her from she has a newer role in Peaky Blinders. If you watch Peaky Blinders, she is the girl in Split, which is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. She's a newer actress. She's really just starting to become like a superstar now. But as we discussed with the boys, and I think everyone online agrees as well, this is, I think, the only announced casting that I was like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it works. I've seen pictures of her with blonde hair. I'm like, okay, she's gonna fit the role pretty well, just naturally. I think, whatever. She's like a pretty girl. It's fine, and she is also a good actress. I'm personally looking forward to her performance. Not the most, because there's some other people that I'm really excited to just see how they fill these roles. But I'm looking forward to that one in an objective sense. Some of the other ones I'm just like, oh man, I want to see this stupid shit so bad.
Yeah, and you brought up a great point that she is like a conventionally attractive woman with blonde hair who has that regal aura. But that's the interesting thing, is that this is an animated movie.
Right.
So you're not like she could easily look like Peach, and I'd be like, that's a great Peach. But again, it's animated, so they are going off of her voice and the demeanor she brings. And I'm assuming it's got to be based on Queen's Gambit. The one thing that is the big question mark on this movie, right, is how many of these actors are going to just be talking like they normally talk versus trying to do a voice.
I know at least one.
Yeah, where there's definitely some that we can assume are going to try and do a voice. But I'm kind of personally working under the assumption that nobody's going to try and do a voice. That's how I'm currently going into the film, because if they were going to try and make them sound like the characters in the video game, they would either A, use that voice actor who we'll talk about in a little bit, or B, cast actors from that part of the world. Like you'd cast an Italian actor to play an Italian sounding person. So I'm under the impression that we're going to just be getting the voice of Chris Pratt and the voice of Anya Taylor-Joy as they normally are. And I think that also applies to our next reveal.
That would be Charlie Day playing Luigi.
Charlie Day.
What a move.
Playing Luigi.
I love it.
I tried to take Charlie, but he refused to go.
What is your spaghetti policy here?
Are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? He doesn't belong in a place like this, you guys.
I have not watched enough of Always Sunny.
Always Sunny is an absolutely absurd show.
It's so funny.
I think someone was like, how do we want Luigi to act in this movie? And they were like, I don't know, zany and awkward. And someone was like, have you ever seen Always Sunny? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think must have happened, right?
That's got all of these were just like people who were like, all right, let me think of like the top like X actors in certain categories. Like, oh, pretty. Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy's hanging out right now. Like buff guy. Okay, Chris Pratt, sure. Funny guy. Who's like funny? You could have picked a lot of people for this role, but I think Charlie Day is actually going to fill it pretty well.
I think so. This is one of the ones. So we've entered Zane territory, by the way. I actually feel confident in saying I know the Chris Pratt as Mario is the one that's getting the most like dunked on because it's the it's the start and it's weird. But I genuinely, personally believe that Chris Pratt and Anya Taylor-Joy are the two sensible ones.
Really?
Like if the rest of the movie was like, oh, okay. Like, if they're like, okay, I totally get that. I would just be like, Chris Pratt was a weird choice, but like, I get it. He's a big superstar. Maybe he's going to do a voice because without seeing the rest of these names, I would just assume maybe they gave him they put him in front of a mic and they liked how it sounded. But it's when you get into these other names that I'm convinced that they're just like, they're doing something weird. And Charlie Day is the first. Again, I really feel like I feel like for almost every one of these actors, you're either like they have so much of a body of work with the same vibe that you know exactly what you're gonna get from them, as we're gonna get to with two of our later names, especially the next one. Or it's a newer up and comer. I'll call Chris Pratt a new up and comer, but it's someone like currently at the front of stardom, and they're just like, yeah. They're big in this right now, so let's just go for that vibe. So that's what I think Luigi's gonna act like Charlie Day's character in Always Sunny, which is
I can only hope.
mental.
Yeah, like I'm expecting full on for this movie to be a train wreck.
In the best way. Like you can't look away from a train wreck.
Yeah, absolutely. A train wreck where nobody dies, so it's not that bad to like that it's happening.
Exactly. Those are the perfect train wrecks.
Yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to that because I think it's gonna be so weird. I think this next casting is real nice, actually. I think we hop off the Zane train into a sensible zone, and then we're gonna hop back on it right afterwards.
It's interesting because I'm 99% sure who the next one is, and I'm shocked that's how you're leading in. But
Jack Black as Bowser.
And the man ruined the ozone, and he's burning down the Amazon, and he kidnapped Shamu and put her in a chlorine tank, okay? And there used to be a way to stick it to the man. It was called rock and roll.
all right,
Look at him go!
He did really. I mean, like, listen, Jack Black has got a very powerful voice. He's got that fun, goofy Zane that a lot of people love. And I'm totally in for almost anything with Jack Black in it because he's always that like fun, goofy, you can really get behind him kind of guy. But he's playing Bowser,
Yep.
the antagonist.
Uh-huh.
So Bowser has got to be goofy in this movie.
I mean, if we're going off of Jack Black's typical casting, yeah, which is a very interesting take. I'm interested in seeing how it goes.
I'm super interested, but like I'm immediately getting like a over dramatic, like a Hades from Hercules kind of antagonist
That would be
vibe
cool.
based on a Jack Black casting. But that's never what I would picture from Bowser. Bowser strikes me as like no, they got in. Oh, like it's pure anger, no real comedy, maybe some comedy with like minions. But like he's never saying anything funny. Like again, Hades. Hades is a it's weird. He's like the perfect middle point. Like he's over dramatic and has his own funny lines, but has those two silly goofy minions. I picture Bowser as like they could have cast like two comedic people as like a Goomba and a Koopa, and they're like idiots, and Bowser's like, why do I put up with you two? Like that's what I expected from our Bowser.
Right. Well, Bowser can be like that, but I mean, I definitely have more like experience in the Mario world. Bowser can be very silly sometimes, and it's not like he's like it's silly in like the weird way where I'm still the villain, I'm still the bad guy. If you've ever played Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, he is not the main antagonist, and he plays that goof antagonist role as well as
like your King DDD. Jack Black seems like he'd be a great King DDD.
I definitely agree with that. Actually, when's a Kirby movie coming? That would be great. But,
Dude, Vin Diesel is Kirby.
he looks like him already, kind of.
Yeah, just
put
take
feet on his head.
Vin Diesel's head.
No, I'm actually looking forward to that just because I like Jack Black a lot. So I think it's gonna be good. And Bowser definitely can be a goof.
Well, I'm excited to see how they go for it. I think I'm assuming they're going for a very bare bones like Bowser kidnaps Peach and the Mario Brothers are going to save her plot. But who knows? Maybe they'll go for like an Odyssey thing. Because I think if they go for like more of an Odyssey thing, that I could see
Like
Jack
Mario
Black
Odyssey
doing.
or the Odyssey.
Homer.
Okay.
No, Mario Odyssey. I could actually see that working. Like that big suit. Like,
yeah.
Oh, marry me. Like that I can see Jack Black doing.
That would be very cool. But all right, let's move on to our next one.
Keep it
It is
going.
Keegan-Michael Key as Toad.
I'm just asking, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
This is my favorite cast.
Is it?
I know it's weird because you got like bombastic Jack Black playing Bowser. You got the big one that we're about to talk about after this. And you've got the silliness of Chris Pratt playing Mario. You've got the weird, almost appropriate silliness of Charlie Day. And you have the accurateness of Anya Taylor-Joy. There are a lot of picks like that. I completely understand anyone choosing any one of these castings as their favorite casting. This one is mine because with the casting of Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, I am certain of what kind of character Toad is going to be in this movie, and I'm here for it.
And what kind of character is that, Tyler?
I'm so sure he's gonna play like a no, don't do that. Like, come on, you can't be doing that. That's not a good idea. Like, he's gonna play like a rules following, scared of everything, like goofy side character who's all he cares about is either getting back Peach or protecting Peach, depending on what side of the debacle he ends up in. Like, maybe he gets kidnapped with her, or maybe he's helping Mario in like an ensemble type rescue thing, which I think is the route they're going to end up going. And I'll comment on why when we get to our next character. But I think I think Mario's gonna be our lead hero. Then you're gonna have Luigi as like a goofy but equally ambitious hero. I think Toad's gonna be the one who's like, I don't know, guys. I don't think we should be doing that. And I think Keegan-Michael Key is a great choice for it.
Do you think he can do a good Toad voice?
Again, I'm praying to God that nobody has to do the voice of their character in this film, and he is the one that I pray to God
Was
for.
he
most.
was he the guy who was the teacher in the Aaron skit?
That's him. That's Keegan-Michael Key.
Aaron. Okay, so moving on to the really interesting one. I think this is my most like okay.
I think this is
pick.
the one that blows most people out of the water, but like almost to a degree, no one's talking about it. Because again, everyone's talking about Chris Pratt as Mario.
Right.
Because it's like a weird, like it just doesn't make any sense.
It's Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
I've been having a pretty crazy night. I'm gonna level with you. I'm pretty messed up right now.
No way, you don't say.
What's your name?
Spencer.
Spencer. Cool.
That's my family over there.
Hi, I'm Isaac. Nice to meet you.
So man. Hey.
You have dogs. Can I pet them?
Yeah, go ahead. They're fine.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, hi.
What, dude? Like when I heard that one. That was my first hearing about this. Right, I was doing something at the time of the direct. I had to wait a little bit, but I did have my phone on me. I couldn't watch anything, but I thought I'd pull out I was like, you know who's gonna be talking about this? The general chat in the baseball Discord might be talking about this. And I saw the black boxes or spoilers. Clicked one randomly, and I didn't even know there was a movie announced yet. All it said was Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
That's awesome.
And I was like, what? What does this even mean? And I don't know if it's to my dismay or to my like bliss, but it is happening on the big screen. Like, do you get a Donkey Kong vibe?
In a weird sort of way, I can. I have to reach for it. I have to reach for it, but I can. He's got that like kind of thing about him. Like I feel like he can bring that forward.
I have heard some predictions from our friends that they think that that this might be a Vin Diesel Groot style casting, that they're paying Seth Rogen to just make monkey noises and he's not going to actually speak. And I wouldn't be shocked because they just do that now. It's like someone makes a noise and they're still going to pay a big name to do it. And I don't know if it's the better option, but like I'm just trying to like picture him talking and it being Seth Rogen, and it just isn't like those wires just literally can't cross in my brain. And I don't know. I know you play way more Donkey Kong games than I do. I've played none of them. Does Donkey Kong ever get like to that level of like goofy that this makes sense?
He's a silly goose. Donkey Kong could definitely be a silly goose, but not as silly as this. Then again, I have not watched all of the Crystal Coconut, so I don't exactly know. I don't know if you know about the Crystal Coconut.
I
It
do
was
not.
a Donkey Kong animated series that
good for him.
looks like garbage, but Donkey Kong is fully voiced, and it's not by Seth Rogen.
No, they didn't use Seth Rogen then?
No, they don't. They unfortunately. But I'm excited to see hopefully see another voice pinned to this character, because the one we got in Crystal Coconut is kind of sucks ass. I don't like it.
Well, yeah, Seth Rogen's to replace it, so at least it sounds like it's an upgrade, but who knows? But this not even necessarily this casting, but this inclusion of the character in the film is what makes me think it's going to be a Bowser has kidnapped Peach, and the group of Mario, Luigi, Toad, DK, and possibly even an unvoiced Yoshi are gonna like be like a D&D party that go and save her. Because like they put DK in the movie. Like I can't think of what else he's gonna do unless he's gonna act as like to make a Moana reference, a like Tamatoa style mid-movie antagonist. But I think DK's been predominantly a good guy in video games lately.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the route they would consider going.
I don't know. That would be a lot of fun though. They have to get the Crystal Coconut. And he's like, nah, it's mine. I'm looking forward to this casting regardless, because I think it's just going to be so outlandish. I can see it, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? But I'm still looking forward to it because, once again, train wreck. Can't look away. No one's dead. So here's one that everyone's talking about. Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, and other voices throughout the other Mario games, is going to be cameoing as either one or several characters. Weird. Why? Like, if he's gonna be in the freaking movie.
Yeah, that is interesting. So my take for this is that they're not going to shaft him as hard as people think they are. I think everyone is saying, like, I can't believe they got Chris Pratt. This is like a quote from, like, I have so many group chats talking about this right now. And someone literally said, why the heck are they using Chris Pratt and Charlie Day when you have him? You have him and he's agreed to do the movie. I think they approached him and they were like, listen, we want you to just be a character. Who do you want to be? And I think he's going for Wario or Waluigi.
They didn't like why wouldn't they advertise that it's Wario or Waluigi though, right?
Because I don't think they've locked in the other person yet. I think they want to announce it together.
That's an interesting take. I'm down for it. I would love to see Wario and Waluigi represented in this movie.
Again, I think they could be like a really good underling group for Bowser. They don't have it's an animated movie, right? It's not going to be longer than 2 hours probably. So it's going to be hard stuffing all this stuff in there. But I think you can squeeze Wario and Waluigi in, and I wouldn't be shocked if he's Waluigi and they're still looking for like a rugged, mean kind of guy to voice Wario. Who that could be, I wouldn't know. Who would I cast as Wario? I'm not 100% sure. Again, like that's something I could see Jack Black doing, and it baffles me that he's Bowser. But I think you're looking for someone like that. Like Jack Black played a biker in the first Anchorman film, famously punting his dog off of a bridge.
Okay.
It's like my favorite scene in the movie. It's very funny. He literally is almost Wario in that. So
that's awesome.
Unless they've already got Elon locked in.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Could you imagine? And Elon Musk as
dude,
Wario.
I'd lose my mind. It'd be so crazy.
That would put the movie over the edge of like, okay, it's bad now, but I'm gonna see it anyways.
I'm shook into my core. Like I have no idea what this movie's. The range of talent with all of these nicknamed big roles, it could be anywhere from the worst movie of all time to the greatest. It's weird that a movie has this mysterious aura.
No, I haven't felt like this about a movie in a long time. But I want to talk about the last three that they announced. They're minor characters, it seems, by the way they announced them. It's keegan-michael Richardson. Is it Richardson?
You wrote it down.
I wrote Kev Mike Rich because I didn't feel like writing
probably,
anymore. I think it's keegan-michael
Richardson.
He will be playing Kamek, which is cool. Seeing the name Kamek is really neat. It hasn't been like in the games in a while. I don't think
that's like the main Magic Koopa, right? Like
that he's the Magic Koopa. Yes, exactly. He just looks like the rest of them. But
I'm gonna be honest. This is the one actor in the entire list that I'm not familiar with his body of work.
Oh, okay.
Might be perfectly cast. Might be another like, wow, that guy's voicing that. Is the one person that I'm not familiar with. Are you?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, I was gonna say we won't give these guys clips, but it sounds like we might need one. So here's a clip from that guy.
Why don't you tell Ted that just knowing he's out there thinking about you, caring about you, makes you feel safe. So all your fears, all your yesterdays wash away.
Oh, I knew him.
Whoa, yeah, he did that thing. Maybe this is a perfect casting.
Yeah, holy crud. So we got Fred Arminson playing Cranky Kong.
Hey, everybody. Look who it is. Funny Freddy. He thinks he's going to tell jokes for a living.
Hey, Funny Freddy. You're funny, all right? Funny looking.
Growing up on Long Island.
This is awesome. This is actually probably, I would actually call this a good casting.
I don't know anything about this guy.
Fred Armisen is an SNL alum. He's really funny, and he does like really good character work, as you have to do to be an alum on SNL. And I can just see him playing like a disgruntled old man very well. And this is another one of those. These are like the breadcrumb trails that I'm trying to follow about what this movie could be about. And I pitched this bit to you earlier before we started. I am picturing Mario, Luigi, and Toad knocking on the door to like DK's house. Cranky Kong opening the door and being like, "What? What do you want?" Donkey Kong, your friends are here, like, and that's exactly what they were doing. Exactly. That's literally a scene that I 100%
Shut it, Gramps.
I literally expect that scene to 100% be in this
God,
film.
that's not promising. I'm out. I'm not seeing it anymore. And then this is somebody who I'm familiar enough with.
Oh, really? I'm surprised. This is the one that you wouldn't know.
Sebastian Maniscalco is playing Spike, who is just an enemy from Mario.
They come walking down. What the hell is going on? Get the hell down. Somebody's outside. They're at the door. I think they saw movement. Oh, God. I got to open it. I got no cake. I got no sink. I got nothing.
Can I just say that the one thing that I love about this, I think Sebastian Maniscalco is funny. I think Spike's a good little enemies in a few of the sports games. To me, this confirms that Spike is also canonically Italian.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Dude,
that's the most important thing I've gotten out of this.
In a Mario Brothers movie, the most Italian person casted playing Spike, not Mario or Luigi.
He would have played a good Luigi.
Yeah, he would have been great.
So, personally, I'll give my gripes with Sebastian Maniscalco. Don't like him very much. His stand-up bothers me because I think he's annoying.
Is it the way he talks?
Yeah.
Is it the long
You gotta just get it right in there. Yeah. He's fucking annoying. I don't like his stand-up very much. That was only expounded by my parents watching him all the time because they love him.
Parents love Sebastian.
They're like, oh, I love when he talks about putting on suntan oil on the beach, and I'm just like, watch something that's not your life.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I don't know.
He literally he's got a famous bit where he talks about like when the doorbell rings versus like 20 years ago versus now.
Yeah.
And you're like, bust out the cake that's just for guests. Like,
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Did you invite anyone over? That's what he's all about. And but I've seen him in movies actually. He was in I Can Do It. He was in Academy Award winning film for Best Picture, Green Book. And he played like Viggo Mortensen's like brother-in-law, I think, and he did a really good job. He didn't do any of his stupid dumb voice that he does. So I don't think he's gonna do that voice for Spike. I think he's just gonna be loud Sebastian Maniscalco. I think it's gonna work.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we'll see. I honestly, just because I know his voice and what he can do, I'm looking forward to that casting. But I don't particularly love the one thing I've seen him do,
which is stand up,
which is the stand up. But this is the part of the video now where I want to talk about just place it, place your pin on the map. What do you think this movie is going to be about?
Oh yeah, let's do it. We have this is about a 1 year early prediction, a little longer than that. The movie is slated to come out December 2022. I think the film is going to open on a fine day in the Mushroom Kingdom. Maybe even like a shot setup of, look, they're kart racing. Look, they're playing golf. Like, there's a few like setups of things we know from Mario. Then boom, we're in the castle. There's some kind of like lovely lunch going on with all the characters we know and love, minus Donkey Kong.
Okay.
And boom, castle explodes, Bowser swoops in, takes Peach, and it is your classic world-to-world traveling to get to that final place to save Peach. But along the way, we're going to pick up Toad, Donkey Kong, and an unvoiced Yoshi, hence why it hasn't been, like an actor hasn't been pinned to it yet. So I think we're going to get, at the end of the first world, Toad will join them. Then we get something where Yoshi joins in, then finally DK, and then we go to the Bowser world. And all the while, we cut to Bowser being like, maybe I'll watch it on a big TV or something. Like, oh, look at him. He thinks he can get past that. I put so many Goombas there. He got past the Goombas. Like, that's literally all I picture Jack Black's Bowser doing the whole movie until the final confrontation. Then some kind of fun zany credits. They defeat Bowser. He goes, I'll get you next time. They save him. Credits roll. Post-credit scene is one of two things. Wario and Waluigi helping Bowser out, like, we're going to get him next time. But I think there is a chance they're in the movie. So if they're in the movie already, the after-credit scene is going to be Rosalina, and the next film is going to be Mario Galaxy.
Put a lot of thought into
How could you not? Did you see the cast?
I did. I did see the cast. I don't have nearly as strong of an idea as that. All I see is like 3/4 of the way through the movie, there's going to be a final confrontation with Bowser, and Chris Pratt's going to be like, "It's a me. Fireball!" And Bowser's going to fucking die. And then it's going to turn out that Magic Koopa or Kamek was the big bad all along.
Oh, you're thinking of a Kamek twist?
Yeah, like a few Mario games actually have the Kamek twist. I think that there's gonna actually Kamek's kind of a shit ass like villain in this. He's like they didn't expound like okay this guy's important. So I think there might be like a bigger twist villain.
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong. No, I don't.
Big Genos.
Who?
Isn't Genos the guy? Isn't he a character?
I have not.
Isn't Genos the main bad guy of Mario RPG?
Maybe. I don't fucking know anything
The
about that
puppet
game.
guy?
I don't know. Geno is an ally in Mario RPG.
Oh, so
Idiots.
close.
Geno. Oh my god.
Genos, I think might be the
Genos.
It might be someone from One Punch Man.
I'll kill you. I'm sorry. I really don't have an idea about how I want this to go, but that is the only scene. I really want Donkey Kong to eat a banana and then laugh like Seth Rogen though. Those are the two scenes I see in my head.
Can I raise you him eating a banana and laughing like Seth Rogen?
Is that not what I just said?
Yeah, I'm gonna raise you one. Like I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. I understand. Go ahead.
Is it possible? Would they do this in a PG movie that they're gonna treat bananas like recreational drugs, and that is why they've chosen to cast Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong? Is it possible?
I'm cramming all these bananas. I'm so full of potassium.
like you just did it. Like I think it's possible.
Sorry, Mario, I can't help you. I'm full of bananas.
What if they give him a really
fucking-
a really simple character trait?
I'm not
where
excited about this movie anymore.
He gets angry easily, and they're like, "Dude, eat a banana. Calm down." Eats a banana, and he's like, "Okay, bro, I'm
like a Snickers bar type
like
of
a
deal.
Snickers bar, yeah, but it's like recreational drug use."
Yeah, I like it. I have no expectations going into this movie other than more so like what are you feeling going in? Like you're gonna sit down at the theater that day. Right now, how are you feeling? Are you feeling positive about it or negative?
So you've painted an interesting picture because I'm gonna choose to answer that as though we never learn anything else about this film until that day. Because obviously
that's what I
before
want.
then there's gonna be more cast announced,
With
a trailer. But if you were like, okay, Tyler, like the screen in front of us is about to turn on with that movie, I'm definitely excited. But I don't know what I'm gonna go into it, and it's disappointing because I didn't end up liking this movie, though I know a lot of people did. I'm gonna sit down very similarly to the way I sat down for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which was I have no idea what this is gonna be, but the lore around the film is enough to get me through the door. Like Jim Carrey's Eggman, they bullied the studio into changing his design. Like I was like, okay, I need to see how this goes. And that is exactly how I feel for this movie. Didn't work out for Sonic, so I'm hoping it works out for Mario before they do the Olympic crossover.
That's that's a great way to put it. I am optimistic, but I'm not going to be upset if the movie sucks. That's what I'm going to say because most movies that are about video games or video game characters are famously not good, but they've hit the mark before. Wreck-It Ralph was really fucking good.
Wreck-It Ralph isn't about a particular video. Was Fix-It Felix Jr. a real game?
No, it was just a video game themed movie.
Well, I think a video game themed movie.
It's
has
a
way
little
better
different.
chance of
Okay,
working.
okay, sure.
Like Ready Player One was really good, but it was because it lightly used the theme of video games, whereas like a Resident Evil or a like Tomb Raider, like some of them are just bad.
Right.
The Hitman movies, I love the Hitman games, and I've seen all 3 Hitman movies. I think there's a show coming out now, and every time I'm like, it's so easy. Like Hitman is so easy.
And they mess it up.
up.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the movie regardless. And like, I don't usually follow movies and trailers. I will be following this one. It's right in my wheelhouse.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're just as excited for the Mario Brothers movie as we are. Drop in the comments what casting decision you're the most excited for. Drop your plot predictions in the comments. definitely like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done any of those things. And I can personally guarantee you, if I do it by myself, we will be posting a review for this film when it comes out.
Hey, yeah, I would love to. That would be a lot of fun.
Maybe even a live watch along if it's on a streaming platform.
Yeah, and if you guys liked content like this, please let us know. Leave a comment down below. Commenting helps us out a lot. You can also say it in the Discord server. If you didn't like this content, I mean, like, okay, thanks. Let us know that too. Appreciate it.
I hope you like it. I would love to, as the resident movie guy of Dinger City, I would love a platform to talk about shit like this.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Helps us out a ton. If you want to help us out even more, we have a Patreon. The link is down below, and the Patreon cards are on screen now. These are our beautiful patrons. If you subscribe at any level of patronage, you get a baseball card at the end of all of our videos. I make it for you myself.
Just like this video.
Just like this video. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
With some more Chris Pratt superstar baseball. Dinger City out.